time around, and the Cambodja. So they're basically saying, Cambodia, now we're forcing you to ban the Joy. If you don't ban the Joy, we can pick the Joy, and you can no longer choose to go for those. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see if that actually happens here in game number 3. 1-1, the decider is here. Indonesia versus Cambodia for the grand finals of Iesf.
Man, Psychot's on the... This is quite interesting. We have to see how oppressive exactly can. But with jungle clear, as we can see, this Leomord is very deadly. And early on in the previous game, we saw that Cambodia was able to secure a kill just using... And now Dreams is just trying to be an absolute nuisance.
Already invading the enemy jungle quite early on, trying to steal away some of the creeps here. Taz gets out in time, getting a level
for big moments for the most part, right? I think it comes down to the smaller exchanges, the small goal differences, and now they're just going aggressively to find the right pickoffs, and they need to rely on these mutual objective fights. But even there, it seems that Cambodia is one step ahead. They will take a free turtle yet again. Perhaps Indonesia is waiting for more items, more of a power spike. They are
going to be favoring Cambodia here in the mid stage of the game. For Indonesia, again, they need to wait for Brands and Hijumet to get those item power spikes. And unfortunately for Indonesia, it does take a bit longer for them to get those power spikes. And you can see, with Windtalker built up by the Iritho, working on that Berserker's Fury next. Meanwhile, for the Beatrix, just that BOD is technically enough. You can go for something like a Haas Claws now, or even a Wind of Nature, and he does a lot of damage already.
I think later on, Alpi is going to go for more of a burst damage build instead of a DPS build. But as we talk about that, that's an engage by Taz.
Phantom Steed by Taz right now, as that's a Circling Eagle onto T. No one targeting the back line right now, as Alpi is still able to kite back. Alpi taken very low. Brand's looking for the play, but it's going to be Alpi who hits him back. Lutu caught in the real world inflation as Dreams falls to the hands of Deja. Cambodia here, standing back up again, as that's so much on that back line. Taz is hunting, sniffing out, and he gets it onto OP. A brilliant read by Taz to find that double and to get Indonesia a 3-for-2 trade.
It's a very close game, man. Indonesia are winning these skirmishes, but only by about 1 kill each fight. But they keep repeating the same thing again and again. They have no urgency to take this Lord. They keep using it to bait the members of Cambodia into fights that they don't really want, that they can't really take. And it has been working so far, and eventually now they can get a free look. The hardest of decisions, and now with that superior siege, with that poke damage, with the counter engage available, they're slowly but surely working up their way, taking control over the jungle, and now Cambodia is in trouble. Can they even send anyone out to try and scout in these bushes? Because T has no flash, no flicker available.
Yeah, let's take a look at the items here. That's the Berserker's Fury, the DHS already completed as well. It's done for the Night Gods, losing a whole lot of HP. OP with a brilliant Wind of Nature there. Baits out that Thunderclap. Now it's the engage once again by Dream. Circling Eagle over to Alpi, but it's a very good knock-up over from Boom. A kill over to Brands as well. Indonesia caught in the midst, now having to back off. Hijumet getting the shield down with real world inflation, but Lutu comes in to follow it up. It's a blunder from Indonesia. 3 members falling, and this... little mistakes will happen from Indonesia. And like I mentioned, it is the Scarlet Phantom for Brands. We said either Immortality or Haas Claws could be another good option for him, but he decides to go for more attack speed.
Well, that is why, as well, that is why Cambodia keeps Boom in those team fights. That is the impact he can bring. And now with the Lord here, it will be cleared out by the Indonesians, and it's back to it.
Psychons is looking for that split push here. This is the moment right now as Boom jumps in with the Black Dragon form. Can be taken very low as Dreams does the same thing. Psychons on the base already right now, looking for that split push, looking for the back door. Boom gonna be taken down. That's the Immortality popped in. Psychons still looking for the play as T is gonna be losing his Immortality as well. Boom taken very low. Toss looking for the Phantom Steed, gets the kill. T as well, falling 2-4-0. Psychons manages to distract the other members as well, and Cambodia with the Lord won't be able to do much. It's a 2-0 for Indonesia, and with all the waves in that top lane, the bottom lane, and even in the mid lane pushing into Cambodia, it feels like Cambodia are the ones now at a disadvantageous position.
You have to ask the question again, is it worth going for the Lord, trading it for the lives of your members? The longer the game goes, the longer these death timers will be for both these teams, and that must be something you need to calculate. If you take the Lord and lose 2, you might just be at a disadvantage. Indonesia is making Cambodia pay for that Lord take. They're going for the play.
The damage onto Obi with real world manipulation, forcing the flicker out. Lutu trying to cancel it out, but will lose his life in the process right now as everybody goes for the base, and it might just be it. Indonesia manages to come back, reverse sweeping Cambodia, and going to the grand finals of IE.